Hey guys, Monday's here. You know what that means. It means a new challenge rift. 195 has released today, as well as they announced the season end dates for season 22 last week, which means we can kind of predict the start date for season 23, April the 2nd, potentially, or as could be pushed back as far as April 9th if they give an extra week buffer for the patch, since we're not going to get another round of PTR. But without further ado, let's get in there and check this challenge rift out. All right, guys, as soon as we get in the rift, let's click on our soul mirror and see what we're working with. It looks like we're playing Mundinugos this week, which is kind of cool. We got focus and restraints, so that definitely means we want to spend a generator and a spender. Gazing Demise is the big piece for Mundinugos, and we have it. We also have Vu's Juicer, so we have all of the good pieces for this setup. Really quick looking at the skills, it doesn't look like we have any movement skill, which is super unfortunate, but we should do crazy damage. So let's jump in the rift and see how it goes. All right, guys, as soon as we get in the rift, we're going to hit number 1 and number 4. We have focus and restraint, so that's going to be left click is our generator, right click is our spender. So to keep the focus and restraint damage bonus up, we just need to left click, right click. Other than that, that's really all we need this week. We're going to be squishy if we get hit, but we do so much damage that, in all honesty, you shouldn't get hit unless you walk into a furnace or do something kind of silly. We don't have any real big immunities for damage, so you can kind of just walk the rift down slowly and throw out your stuff. We have a totem, and we also have Fetish Army that you can use. Fetish Army could distract and possibly help protect you to keep you alive just by tanking enemies for you. So there's a yellow mob right here. You can see we blew him up. We're going to pick up these orbs, and then always go on this tile type right here. You always want to go down the long path. So as we're just going to continue to walk this down, there's potentially a pylon or something the other way. I didn't pre-scout this at all. This elite just blew me up. So you can see where some of the problem with this build is going to come into play is you're going to be very squishy off the bat. And this elite had his shield up, was able to kill me in his shield because I'm super squish. But we can also, remember, use your pets, use your cooldowns to stay alive right there. It's just kind of unfortunate that his shield was up and he was able to one-shot me. But just going to keep walking through the rift and mowing it down. Timing's a little bit tighter on this one than some of the other ones. Again, make sure you're keeping your focus and restraint up. You can have up to 3 of the phantasms. That's your right click. You can have 3 of them out at the same time. So if you see an elite, try to drop 3 of them on him at the same time to make sure that you get him killed. Up and to the right is definitely the way out of this. I know the tile type, but we're going to scout over to the left. Usually there's a hallway that'll have an elite at the end of it, and sometimes there's a nice pylon down there. So again, we have blues sitting down here, so I put my my things on. I got just in one shot by that Moon Clan Impaler, which is kind of unfortunate. So again, I got procced as soon as I rezzed up again too. So you're really squishy in this build. It's a squishier play style. The reason I'm not resetting and just continuing to like get a flawless run to show you guys a flawless run. 1, this is my first playthrough, so, and then 2, I want it to be realistic because you guys are probably going to die as well your first playthrough. So I want you to see that the challenge rift is completable with some deaths, you know. So we're going to scout for more elites. There are no more elites this way. So if you come down, there is 1 elite down this path. There was no pylon, so I probably wouldn't run down this way. If I were doing this run again for speed, I would avoid it. And then again, just make sure you're left click, right clicking to have your focus and restraint procs, and you can use all of your pets to absorb the damage, to kind of tank the damage for you so you don't get hit as much. And then again, I'm just phantasming to kill all the trash. And I'm kind of just mowing the rift down. We do have a power pylon at the end of the rift, which is unfortunate because A, we don't get to benefit from our shadow clone at all, and B, there was only 1 set of blues, but at least there was a set of blues there. All right, the next rift level, let's see what we get. Again, we want to try to maximize this power pylon if we can, so make sure you keep your focus and restraints. I'm going to pull out some new pets just to make sure they're all here. I don't want to die in this power pylon, so I went ahead and pulled my Fetish Army out too, just to kind of absorb some of these spears for me, hopefully, as we run through. Just trying to kill things. No real elites yet, man. This is a little bit tighter of a timer. They didn't buff the timer on this one, it looks like. This is potentially the way out. Yeah, so unfortunate rift level. All right, we got a speed pylon here. This will be good. This will juice us up. It may end up get us in trouble a little bit. Didn't have any more power pylon left. We got some yellows. That speed pylon hopefully is enough to secure the run on the first playthrough. Just depends on what we can get. We got 50 seconds. If we get the Rift Guardian, I think we'll be fine. We just need some elites. Just need a little bit. Oh, we got a Condi. That's going to be great for the Rift Guardian. As we run through 58 seconds, and here he is. So I'm going to go ahead and set my 3 phantasms down right on top of him, and he's dead. So that's the challenge rift this week. It's pretty easy. I think the squishiness of the build may give you guys a little bit of trouble. Just remember to left click, right click, and use your pets as meat shields to block some of that incoming damage for you, and you'll be just fine. Now that you know the pylon placements, if you do fail your first run, you can kind of get to those pylons. That conduit pylon on the end of that 3rd level, right before we spawn Rift Guardian, you can kind of just brute force your way to that with the speed and use that to clear a lot. If you combine that with the speed pylon, it should give you a huge advantage if you're having trouble in filling the rift. So that's it, guys. Season 23 is right around the corner. I was hoping to get some more updates on the new sets before I put out what's the best class for season 23 video, but we might go ahead and drop that guy soon based on the information that we have, and I will catch you guys next week for Challenge Rift 196. Peace.